To kind of go back to yesterday where I left off, uh, me and my brother and we all kind of got to the point to where uh, we were kind of feeding off each other energy, but at the same time, I couldn't hang around them because I wasn't of their height. They were all like 6'5", 6'6", and I had to kind of do my own thing. Uh, So I did begin doing my own thing, and this is when we were kind of more so going on the Black Planet. I created this page a while back, and I never used it, but I started noticing the more stressed I got, the more I would find ways to meet women. Uh, we always used to hang out at the park, so we always hung out at the park, and I would meet girls, and one time I met this girl that happened to be a stripper. Uh, Me and my brothers all get together, we go. And we go down to the strip club, and it's her sister, and I'm talking about we're getting these free love dances. We're just kind of enjoy everything. It's like, wow, that's crazy. She was beautiful. She was beautiful. She was like, hey, I want to come over your house tonight. So I'm like, okay, not a problem. Go ahead and come over my house. I had started getting my house a little bit together. I had a nice TV. I just got me a brand new DVD player. So I was just showing it because I never had a DVD player, and the TV was just big and huge. It was like, it's time to do it. She comes over my house. She goes in my restroom. She takes a shower. One thing I started noticing is that when women come over your house, first thing they do is they go in your kitchen and they go in your restroom. And I never understood why, but they want to see how clean both those places were. She comes out. She really just kind of attacks me, like she goes at me, and I started noticing that she was kissing, she went down, and she kind of gave me like the worst head you can imagine that someone can give to you. And then she came up and she tried to sit on me, and I blocked it. I'm like, whoa. She's like, what? I was like, no, hold on, wait. She's like, no, come on, let's go. I was like, baby, you gotta get a condom. She was like, no, I'm clean, I'm okay. I was like, no, I don't wanna, like, I can't do this. And we tussled for like 3 minutes with her trying to sit down on me. And I got my hand over my penis, like, no, hold on, stop, 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 stop. And she sits on it, and I literally picked her up off me. Boom, and pushed her off. She's like, why are you doing this? I was like, look, man, we can do this. I don't have a problem, but you're not about to sit on me without a condom. She's like, okay, whatever. And she gets upset, and I'm like, man, why are we going through this over a condom? Like, what is making you freak out without using a condom? She's like, no, come on, I just want to feel you, baby. I just want to feel you. I'm like, no, we're not doing it. If you're not putting on a condom, then we're done. So she's like, okay, get a condom on. I put a condom on, bash it. She stays over, bash it all day, all morning. And I had this thing where if a girl spent the night over my house, I would get up and kind of cook them breakfast because I discovered turkey bacon. I was like, a lot of girls hadn't discovered turkey bacon, so I'm like, I got this turkey bacon. I cook her eggs, I cook her some bread, I bring her breakfast in bed. She's just like, wow, that's all part of the game. Like, woman coming over your house, man, you getting up, you cooking them breakfast in bed. I can burn. So girls loved it. So I cook her breakfast to get up, I take her home. Next day, I don't really hear nothing from her. Call her again. Her sister calls me out the blue. It's like, hey, what you doing? I was like, not much. She was like, hey, do you want to come back up to the strip club? And we're up there dancing. You know, I said, yeah, I hit my boys up. She said, no, you just come hang out. She said, me and my sister's gonna give you some lap dance and stuff like that. I'm like, cool. I get to the strip club. The girl that I talked to wasn't there. Her sister was like, she's not here. I was like, you told me she was gonna be here. She was like, yeah, but also she was like, do you have a problem with me dancing for on you? I was like, no, I'm good. Like, she was thick, and I'm thinking like, I know she ain't trying to get at me because the other day she was kind of like headed side eye towards me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I stayed to the club. Club we left out like one something. She was like, "Hey, can you take me home?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't got no problem taking you home." I was like, let me feed you. What you want? I was like, let me feed you. Back home, whenever we feed a chick, especially at night, there's three places we take them. We take them to the Waffle House, we take them to King's, or we take them to White Castles. I'm like, man, let me go spend some bread on them. I go ahead and buy like $5 worth of White Castles and drink and get a, like back home we always do like the big reds. So I got like a big red, two double cheeseburgers, some fries. She's good. She happy. She's like, oh, I ain't used to guys buying me dinner. So I was like, yeah. I'm like, man, I got you, whatever. I'm like, okay, let me drop you off. She's like, if you don't mind, she's like, I don't want to be alone. Can I come spend the night with you? I was like, yeah, you can spend the night. I ain't tripping. You can sleep in my room. I'll sleep on the couch. She goes to my house. She takes a shower. I'm on the couch. She goes in the room. She was like, hey, you got anything for me to wear? I'm like, yeah. Grab one of my shirts out of the closet. She grabs one of my shirts out of the closet. She go in my room, goes to sleep. I'm laying down on the couch. Now, I always slept on my couch because, like, I I think I centered myself because I felt so lonely that when I slept in the bed, I felt like somebody supposed to be there. So I always slept on the couch because that was the best way for me to kind of feel to myself. Like, it's not this big old bed, everybody's not around. And I did that for so many years, but also at the same time, I like watching my TV when I would go to sleep. Like, I want to sleep in front of my TV just as a kid. That's what I used to do. So I started doing it. I'm laying down. She comes in the living room and she just lays on top of me. I look at her like, hey, like, what's up, man? She was like, I just want you to hold me. I was like, man, look, I mess with your sister. She was like, that, like, real talk. She was like, here, let me tell you something, Romeo. She was like, look, my sister's in the hospital right now. I was like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you tell me? She's like, she's pregnant and she had a miscarriage. I was like, what do you mean? She said, you ain't know she was pregnant. I was like, nah. She said, well, this is what she was gonna do. She was gonna try to make it that you got her pregnant, uh, but it was about some dope boy who she met at the strip club. I was like, man, is that why she kept trying to? She was like, yeah, she told me she was gonna try to, like, you know, let you smash and not use a condom because she was gonna try to put the baby on you. I was like, why me? She was like, well, you gotta think you in college, so she think you going somewhere. I said, I mean, I am going somewhere, but damn, like, wow. She was like, and I don't respect that bitch, and you need somebody better than her in your life. You need a good woman like me, this. And she had me feeling like, damn, like I was about to get set up. Like, you about to set me up. What the hell is wrong? Like, you gonna really set me up? I smash her. I think that's the lowest I ever felt having sex with a woman because that was always like my rule. Like, I don't mess with cousins, I don't mess with sisters, I don't mess with best friends. I don't do that. Like, I'm not that doggish. Like, I can be a dog, but I ain't gonna be no dog on that level. Like, I always call myself a dog because of the fact that I would sleep with a woman. But I ain't never did no like doggish shit. I ain't never went to that level to where I kick chicks out. I wasn't that kind of dude. Like, I ain't gonna smash you and then act like I don't know you. Like, I never been that way. I wasn't that guy. So I drop off the next morning out like Newburgh, and I felt like a piece of me left. Like, I felt like a part of my pride was gone because I always held my standards up on not being that kind of dog dude that would go sleep with a chick and sleep with her friends, sleep with her cousins. Like, I never been that kind of dude. I didn't want to do that. That wasn't even my style. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm done with this. It's good. Dre, keep doing what you're doing. At the time, my brother them, they gone off these chicks. Like, these chicks that gone off them live like Shelby County. So every day they hang with these girls. Every single day, all three of them. Like, I think all four of them, like, they always hanging with these girls. Like, they would always drive down. And they brought this bad chick. I'm talking about this bad chick with them. And I remember looking like, wow. Like, I would, like, I'll wife her. Like I was thinking to myself, like, man, I'm gonna wife this girl. Like she's that bad. And one thing I always learned that kind of messed me up is that I would always meet like the baddest chicks, and they end up being the sluttiest women possible. Like always just sluts. And it's one of those things where it lets your spirit down. It lets your spirit down, but at the same time, you like, wow. Like, I tell women this all the time. Reason why a lot of men don't want to get married is because we don't want to be bored. We don't want to be bored in a relationship. Like, we like that pornographic slut bitch. We love that kind of woman, and we know we not gonna marry that chick. We gonna marry a regular woman that we like, that maybe suck your dick every now and then. She give you eye head, she give you eye pussy, but she cook, she do all, she eye the cooking, but she, you know what I'm saying, she whatever. Every like slut bitch I done fucked with, like I would never marry them. And those are the kind of women that we cheat with. Like some of the ugliest chicks I done ever fuck with are some of the freakiest, nastiest, give you whatever. Like, oh my god, like, wow, you did that to my dick, like kind of chicks. Like that's the girls that dudes want in a life. But how time we don't want to walk around with them. We don't want to walk around with some ugly ass bitch. But she off the chain with the mouth, with the pussy, taking the butts, like she do everything. But we don't want to be with her. Like that's why a lot of guys don't want to do it. We get stuck. Like every guy know a porno chick. Every guy know it, but she's not cute like that. Like she not. You be like, fuck on, you know. And then you got those guys. I ain't gonna trip because sometimes y'all chicks get mad because they be like, why these ugly bitches married? Why these ugly ratchet or fat bitches married and stuff like that? But I, it ain't about size. Like I mess with a lot of plus size women. Like I love my plus size women. I love women. Like I mess with some BBWs. Like seriously, I mess with some BWs. I mess with some shit. Shit, I fucked my back up picking the bitch up too big. Like I'm trying to act all freaky in the room. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna do what I got you, bitch, whatever. And I pick her. Oh fuck, goddamn, like, but I'm a freak. Put me up against the wall, flip me over. I did all kind of crazy stuff, man. It went through a time where when I met this chick, she was it was like a letdown. Like it was a letdown. She was beautiful. I mean, she was Eva Longoria beautiful. Long, pretty hair, pretty face, beautiful skin, beautiful teeth, everything all the way around. But I fucked her within 10 minutes of knowing her. And I remember that week like it was yesterday because I was telling my brother and them, I was like, dawg, why ain't none of these bitches make me wait? Like, why ain't none of them make me wait? Like, I meet a chick, I know her for about 10 minutes, she'll let me smash. Like, damn, I meet her, hey, what's up, how you doing? Whoop the whoop, I'm smashing in the car, like, damn. And I started feeding my stress and my withdrawal from society on that. Because nobody really wanted to fuck with me on that level. Like all the guys I know didn't want to hang around me because I had too many bitches and they thought they chicks would like me. Like I know a lot of chicks felt that way. I mean, a lot of dudes felt that way. Like my brother them and my boy them, they didn't have no problem with they chicks coming around because I think to a certain extent they told them girls everything about me, and them chicks didn't like me anyway because they was like, oh, he the one that gonna make my boyfriend cheat. Like I wasn't even that guy. Like I wasn't even that guy. Like I always respected like my homies' girls. Like I wouldn't push up on them, and most of the time I try to make sure they ain't like me because I don't want them to even look at me. Because I was known to have my shirt off. I don't give a fuck where you at, bitch. I'm taking my shirt off. They be like, what? That nigga got his shirt off again? Like I always, like everywhere I went, shirt off, wife beater, shirt off, and I want to show this body up. I'm gonna show this nipple ring off. I'm about to show y'all what up. Showing my Romeo tattoo off. What up? It was like I was Tyrese, man. I felt like the Tyrese of Louisville. Like Morris Chestnut with water dripping off his chest. Like bitches was on me. And I became an addict. Like I was addicted to sex. Like that's how I fed my hurt. You know, that's how I fed my body when I felt alone. Like I felt cold. Like I felt like nobody loved me. I felt like nobody was there for me. I felt like I was the ugliest dude in the world. Even though I got all these women coming at me, I felt like I was the ugliest guy in the world. I used to be like, people would always look at my picture and be like, why don't you smile? Why don't you smile? Why don't you never smile, Dre? Like, even to this day, I don't never smile. I don't really smile like that. Like, you might catch some hurt, but you don't, like, you don't do that. I grew up where I had to be hard, but not hard, but I had to defend myself so I couldn't walk around with a smiley face. Like, I couldn't do that. I couldn't cheat every time because people would think you're a punk. And then when I got blonde hair, like when guys would get jealous or when girls wouldn't talk to me, then oh he gay or oh he bad or oh he this, and I'm like damn, like that's the first thing they'll say about a black man if he don't fuck with you, like as a chick, like oh he gay, he bad. I wasn't none of those. Like it didn't bother me that people said it. It was just wild. They were quick to say it. I had a turning point in my life when this chick came over my house. And I had met her on Black Planet. And I was like, wow, she's cute. And this is back then I used to let anybody come over my house. Come over, I don't care. Here go my address. You know what I'm saying? Every time, 3234 Utah Drive, Utah Avenue, apartment 4. Like every time, 3213 Utah Avenue, apartment 4, Louisville, Kentucky, 40214. Like, come on over. Come on over. I used to tell them every time I lived in an arcade apartment, my rent was like $320 for a 2-bedroom, big living room, big kitchen, big sit down bathroom, 2 huge bedrooms. Like I would tell chicks to come over all the time. Come on over. It's cool. Come on over. And this chick came over. She sat down. We talking. We going back and forth. And all of a sudden she holla, so when we fucking? I'm like, what do you mean? She like, when we fucking? I'm like, man, I ain't trying to fuck you right like that, man. I was like, man, I told you you can come over, we good. I said, and what had happened is that it got to the point where I was fucking like 3 times a day. I fucked like 3 times a day. Like I'll fuck girl like 1 a.m. in the morning, get up in the morning like 10 o'clock, fuck girl, and then fuck girl like later on at night, like 9, 10 o'clock. Like I'm drained, like I'm like, oh, I don't want to do nothing. So this girl comes up my house on a late night tip. And this is when when everybody was really bopping that, throwing back that 666 stuff. So 666 that came out, I'm not the type to be caught in relationships. I'm sitting up there bopping that 666 Mafia, turn the club up thugs. I'm chilling. She's like, well, nigga, you gonna give me some dick? I'm like, man, I'm not giving you nothing. She's like, nigga, you gonna give me some dick? She was like, I ain't come all the way over here for nothing. You give me some dick. I'm like, man, baby girl, that ain't about to go down. Like, I'm to myself, I'm like, man, my dick ain't gonna get on hard. I ain't trying to do that. I'm just saying, fuck it, bitch. You come over, you can hang, but we not doing anything. I don't mean to call her a bitch, but I'm just saying, dude, like, it's to the point where we fighting. We could get to arguing. My neighbor come over the door, like, what is going on? She called the police. Police come over. I'm like, dude, she tripping. They like, what? I'm like, man, she mad because I'm not gonna fuck her. She was like, he's a motherfucking hoe. He fuck all these other bitches. He gonna give me some dick. That's what I came over here for. He gonna give me some dick. They're like, ma'am, you can't force this man. And one of the cops sitting up there laughing, like, man, come on, man, bro. Like, look, she cute, give her some dick, you know. I'm like, man, come on, bro, real talk. I'm like, you supposed to be on my side. He's like, honestly, ma'am, you have to leave his house. She tripped. They end up having to escort her out. But the thing about it, they wouldn't lock her up. They didn't lock her up. They just started laughing because dude was like, man, I wish I had girls throwing pussy at me like that. Like, this is how cops talking anyway. They're like, man, them Southside cops in Louisville, that's how they talk to you anyway. So I had shit girl throwing pussy at me like that. I would have went in with it. I'd be like, man, look, dude. Let's get away from my fucking day. And they told us, like, if he had to call you again, then, we had to call the police on you again, then we don't have to take you to jail, man. She leaves. About an hour later, pack, 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 pack. This bitch shooting in front of my house. The fuck? The fuck? I'm like, oh shit, like, the fuck? Out in front of my house shooting. Had to call the police again by the time, but the way arcade apartments was, like, you could drive through the back or you can drive through the front. So when you call the police, like, a motherfucker knew, like, they can need to be posted in the front, and the police always came through the front. They never came through the back. So she parked on the side, like on the other side of the apartment complex. She just split up through, got up. I was like, man, are you serious? But I never realized that. I never realized the fact that I can make a woman do that. But they didn't take no for an answer when it came to me. So it got to the point where I felt like I had fucked every woman I ever came in contact with. Like it's weird. And I mean, I used to use that term metaphorically because that was something I always said until, like, the new PC kind of thing. But I always felt like I had sex with a woman uh, to keep me from being butterflied, acting the way I wasn't. So that's why when people be like, why you act like this? Why you act like I known you for my whole life and you so cool and this and this? That's because I felt like we had already been intimate. And I'm able to make sure that I put that wall down, because a lot of dudes will put that wall up and they act all this way. I'm gonna open the door for you. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. When after they get what they want, they done with you. I'm gonna always open the door for a woman anyway. I'm always pull a chair out. I'm always be chivalrous. I'm always gonna treat a lady like a lady because I was taught that. I taught myself that way. Watching Richard Gere in Pretty Woman, he treated this hooker, this prostitute, like she was a queen, and I just always felt that if I wanted to be my queen, it wouldn't matter if she came from the pillar to the pole. Like, if I treated her like a lady, I would save her. And I always just wanted to save a woman up in the castle just waiting to come out. So I established this thing that I didn't believe in love. I believed in true love. And I will push this thing where I'm like, I believe in true love. So I'm at Greyhound. And me and the girl in Indiana starts back talking again. I had met this girl on the internet from, like, Frankfurt. It's one of the first Latinas I really started talking to. And she was bad. I'm talking about, we talked, and, like, sometimes when you meet a girl on the internet, you might be like, nah, she ain't that cute. You like, she can't be that cute and she on the internet, like, getting at us. Like, she can't be online. She on Black Planet? I'm like, it's impossible. She can't be on Black Planet looking like that. I drive to Frankfurt and see her. Wow, beautiful. I felt like dead in love. And, like, I just have this thing, man, where I be having sex with a girl, be like, yo, so we together? She's like, yeah, we together. I'm Like, all right, next you know, I get up, I got a goddamn girlfriend because I done did this sex talk. And I learned, like, every time I'm getting in, I, like, say the shit I really don't. Oh, like, I really want to spend time with you. I'm going to be over here all the time. I'm going to be over here cooking for you. I'm going to be over here rubbing your feet. Like, I ain't rubbing your goddamn feet, but niggas say whatever the fuck hits their head when they inside. They don't care. That's why a lot of niggas get girls pregnant when they having sex with them because they ain't thinking. They just, oh, my nut. None of you, girl, you don't have my baby. And next you know, nigga, nut in it. Oh, fuck, I'm nut in it. Like, that's what happened. So I go up here, message this girl. First time, I give it to her. I gave it to her so good, she gave me a door key to her crib. I'm like, wow, Alicia done gave me a door key. So I come back home, next you know, me and my ex-girlfriend from high school are talking again. I go to work and a bus catches one of the hydrants to clean, like, to spray the bus off, to wash the bus, and swing back and hit me in my leg. I end up in the emergency room with a injured leg from like a water hose. And I happen to call my ex-girlfriend. Now, I've never messaged this girl ever, even though we met in high school, 15 years old. We never had sex because she always told me she was a virgin. Like, she always told me she was a virgin. Turned out she wasn't a virgin. She had lied, and she was a born again virgin, not a virgin. When I found out she was a born again virgin, I was like, "You lying motherfucker! You been fucking, like, you been fucking, you been doing whatever. How you gonna sit up there and lie?" I go over her house anyway. I just got pictures of my son, so I'm proud. I'm walking around with pictures of my son. My son, 3 years old, beautiful young boy. Now he's 2 at the time, actually. Beautiful, man. I'm like, man, that's my boy. That's my boy. I got these pictures from, like, when he was like a year, maybe close to 9 months, 8 months. I'm showing these pictures because that's how behind they were. We giving me pictures. They gave me pictures when he was 9 months, when he was already 2. I'm showing them to her. She like, that ain't your baby. That ain't your baby. That ain't your baby. I'm like, man, that's my baby. She's like, that ain't your motherfucking baby. That's hurting because I know I done already got births established, and I took the fraternity test. And when I went to take the fraternity test, I told people this before. Lil Wayne was like a possible baby daddy. Because my girl at the time, she used to hang in Victory Park. And she was always hanging in Victory Park, and turned out that the dudes I got into it with in the Waffle House was actually part of his crew. It's weird because I still don't believe it why this nigga was in there. But he was. Um, Turns out the baby was mine, 99.9% mine. And I'm telling my ex, I'm like, yeah, this my baby. She's like, no, it's not. I'm like, yeah. So we argue back and forth. And my whole thing is like, I've never had sex with her. Never. We get to messing around. I stick it in. It's like the most boringest sex I ever had in my life. It's like she won't move. She won't do anything. It's like, I know I'm big, but, like, move. Like, she didn't really want me to put it in, but she wanted me to put it in. Like, I could barely get in. I mean, it was so, like, words. And then it didn't, like, it wasn't what I expected. And literally, I nutted in, like, 2 seconds, like 20 seconds. It was like that bad sex, like the worst. And I nutted in like 20 seconds, and I was just like, and then just got up and walked out the fucking house. Crazy. Confessions.